How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and last time we just got out of Pinwheel Forest, and now we're gonna check out, you guessed it, Nacrene City. I heard there's a cafe in Joint Avenue where Pokemon can eat. Maybe I should go try it and see how it compares to Cafe Warehouse. Yeah, go ahead and do that. My accordion's heavy. It weighs over 20 pounds. Oh, that's so heavy. I've had cats heavier than that. Alright, what do we got in here? Welcome to Cafe Warehouse, a stylish cafe in a rural area. You need to work on your slogan and your name. Okay, hey. Special on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Darn it! I think you just get like a Moo Moo milk or something. It's nothing great, but you can get it every Saturday. Alright, whatever. What matters is whether you like them, don't you agree? Yeah, whatever. It's Monday! I'm drinking a Moo Moo milk to get myself stoked up for the week. It makes me feel like Crackarock and I are both ready to take on another week. Got milk? Wow! Oh, he's got milk. Got plenty of milk. Okay, right. So, yeah. The rail line was abandoned, and the storehouses went unused. Then young people with artistic aspirations started renting them cheaply as art studios. If people hadn't been so creative, Pokemon might be living here now. Oh, darn those people. The one trying to draw Smeargle's move sketch is me! It's a me! Oh wait, no, wrong guy. Alright, so here's the museum, and we're gonna check that out in a moment here, but I want to explore the rest of town first. These old textile storehouses are being reused as studios. How innovative! New ideas create new values, don't they? Sure. Twins! What do you call a storehouse you can't find? Oh no. A warehouse! How many houses could a warehouse wear if a warehouse could wear houses? 6? I don't know. Wow, those jokes were worse than mine. Oh my goodness, and there were 2 of them too. I am a poet. I write poems. Every day I stretch my imagination and devote myself to my creative activity. People dream when sleeping, but if a Pokemon dreams, I cannot even imagine how it would be. You're not quite the deepest thinker there, are you? Ditto. Everstone. Natures. What's the connection? This guy, he's been reading some breeding tips on the internet, right? Well, that sounded so wrong, but I mean, you know, about passing along natures and stuff with the Everstone. You see, practicing is sort of like eating food every day. Sure, unless it becomes something you do without thinking about it, you'll never be great at guitar or with Pokemon. Okay, so, lesson is eat every day without thinking about it? No, I don't think that's a good plan. Don't think so at all. Okay, so, I was just collecting the Pokemon I like, and before I knew it, I had 6! Cool story! Okay, so on this way, that's the way on to Route 3. We'll check that out in a little bit. Well, actually, probably not this episode. Here we have Loblolly's house! She's a designer of decor items, but she's stuck. She can't come up with a good design. Yeah, so if you performed a game sync and registered an account on the Pokemon Global link, you can go to her and she'll give you some stuff for your Dream World house. If you've already talked to her in your original Pokemon Black and White, and if you've done the memory link, she'll have a little scene for you. I think there'll be some people there or something like that. I never did the game sync thing on my white version. I don't know why. Oh well. Okay, in here. Oh my, what a lovely trainer. What kind of Pokemon do you have? Oh, your superior. It's very friendly toward you. It must be happy with you. I know, it's such a happy snake. Some Pokemon might think it's safer to live with humans than try to survive in the harsh wilderness. Yes, and we call those Pokemon wimps, where I'm from. You see, I believed it would become popular because it was a storehouse. You don't say. Walking on abandoned railroad tracks. Everyone does it sometimes, right? Yeah, everyone does. Hey, trainer, step inside for a moment. Oh, this sounds shady. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, this is good. It's been 2 years since I opened up for business, and thanks to everyone, I'm doing great. So this guy will sell you X items. but you don't need those. You can already buy them in the shopping mall. Dire Hit, in Unova, it's called Dire Hit. Huh? No difference. Wait, what? I'm so confused! Anyway, the good news is, inside of this building, which, just for reference here, it is right across from the Pokemon Center. You see him. You see him! Yep, that's right. It's this old guy. It's the final move tutor in the game. He's the one who takes Green Shards. I'm the master move tutor, and I'm also obsessed with Green Shards. So, he will teach your Pokemon a variety of moves. Take a look at these. These are mostly support moves, but, you know, there's some helpful stuff here. Worry Seed, Gastro Acid, Helping Hand, After You, Magic Room, Wonder Room, Spite, Recycle, Trick, Stealth Rock, that's good. Outrage! Now this is probably the best move you can get here. It's a powerful 120 power Dragon type attack. And then there's also Endeavor, Sleep Talk, Skill Swap, and Snatch. Yeah, I know. Outrage is the only one that actually does real damage. I mean, I guess Endeavor kind of does damage. Can anything of mine learn Outrage? Yes! Scaleaf can! Isn't that great? I am so going to teach you. I'm going to get rid of Coil right now. I've never used it. I keep saying I will, but I never do. I use Strength more than I use Coil. That's so sad. It's just a strategy thing. I use a whole ton of... Oh my goodness, and you're still holding the light clay? Oh well. I can always reteach Coil later on when I get rid of Strength. I just want to keep a Pokemon with Strength handy. I'm so used to having an HM Pokemon that, you know, when I don't, it's like I have to teach these subpar moves to my Pokemon. And that just stinks. I really should give my superior something. Something better to hold. Oh, but what? Let's see. What would be good to put on you, huh? So many items. Oh, I just want something. It doesn't really matter what. Let's see. I'll just put on a Miracle Seed. I know I have one. It'll make Leaf Blade do more damage. Light Clay is always handy if I'm using the, you know, Reflect or Light Screen strategy, but I'm not right now, darn it. So I don't need it. Alright, what do we got in here? Hey! Burgh is an artist. He's also the gym leader in Castelia City. We want to be like him. I'll never stop admiring him. Yep, I'm only going to keep on admiring. Wow. Burgh used this warehouse up until 4 years ago. When Burgh gets artist block, he comes back here to Nacrene City. Oh, so that's what he's doing back here, huh? Creepy. Anyway, really quick here. You can find a hidden PP up just on the outskirts of town, on the old railroad tracks. Yeah, that was that item that was buzzing back when we were exploring the outside of Pinwheel Forest. So, inside here, what do we have? The Pokemon with me right now are the ones that, out of all those I've met so far, I've taken a particular shine to. Okay. Phew, I just read all the articles in Help on the PC. Good for you. I hear that the bones in the museum were found in Twist Mountain. The word is you can find a lot of other fossils out there, too. Sounds good. Okay, what do you have for sale? Nothing! Ugh, so aggravating. Alright, now really quick here, I am going to free up some room in my PC. Or, not in my PC, in my party, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put away Vesuvian really quick, and I'll put away, Magneto for right now. And there's a good reason for this. Why am I making room? It's because I'm going to check out the museum, and I'm going to get me some cool free Pokemon. Yep, that's right. Let me show you, trainer. So, right on over here, that big building in the middle of town, that is the museum. Let's check it out. Inside here, we'll find a whole bunch of attendants. Oh my goodness, look at them all. But we'll also find this guy. Wow, whenever I look at this skeleton, I'm fascinated. Welcome, I'm Hawes, the assistant director. Since you were kind enough to visit, I'll give you a tour of the museum. Aw yeah, here's Lenora. Awesome. Why, you're Devin, right? You came all the way out here? Well now, which do you like better, the cover fossil or the plume fossil? Wow, I didn't know there'd be a pop quiz! Yeah, so if you choose cover fossil, that'll give you the fossil that will, turn into Tortuga, which is a rock water type Pokemon. It's kind of interesting. It evolves into Caracosta. You've probably seen it a few times. Whereas the plume fossil, that turns into Arcan, which is a flying rock type, very fast, but it does have that unfortunate defeatist ability. It evolves into Archaeops, which is a very strong flying type Pokemon. If I were to recommend one, I would pick the plume fossil, but I've really got Pokemon that cover both of these roles, so it doesn't really matter in my team. I'm gonna pick the plume fossil. You can only pick one though, and you can't get any others. I think you might be able to get one in a Fun Fest mission, but as a general rule, these are the only ones you can get. Okay, so thank you very much for the fossil there. Dear, suddenly interrupting my tours will surprise the patrons. Oh, and you haven't even introduced yourself yet, have you? Oh, that's right. I'm Lenora, the director of this museum. I'm always in my study, so come visit if you have time. Well, clearly you're not always in your study if you came out here to interrupt me. Well, actually, to interrupt your husband there. Oh dear, well, let's continue our tour. This skeleton is of a dragon-type Pokemon. There's a theory that it had an accident while flying around the world, and so it became a fossil. Oops, it had an accident. Poor Dragonite. Kinda looks like a Dragonite. We learned that Deoxys changes its form by coming into contact with the power of meteors. Yeah, so that rock thing that old guy's looking at, you can change your Deoxys form by checking out that fossil. Oh, now this is a truly interesting artifact. This is a replica of that Lightstone. Have you heard of the Lightstone? This is the form of the legendary Pokemon Reshiram while it rests. What? You've seen Reshiram? That's amazing! In that case, my explanation is superfluous. Superfluous, I'm sorry. I always get that word mixed up, isn't it? It's one of those interesting words. The library is in the next room. Beyond that is the director's room. By the way, Lenora is a former gym leader. And she was rough with her herdier! Oh man, that thing just ripped teams apart. A plate with an unknown script carved into it. Cool. The thick club held by Marowak. Just like how Cubone wears its mother's skull, Marowak could also battle with the bone of someone dear to it. Ooh, that sounds pretty gross. Rarities from all around the world. Museums are packed with adventure. That's for sure. Anyway, before we... Actually, I want to say hi to Lenora first. What am I talking about? There's a meteor that fell from space. Space! Cool. Oh, hi! How's it going, Lenora? You! Bones can talk! What? Oh, yeah. This is a Memory Link event. That's right. Cool. Why, hello, Burgh. What's up? Suffering from artist block again? Bones, perhaps? Bones? This is a museum, so of course we have bones. What are you looking for? Your next motif? Maybe, or maybe not. Many bug-type Pokemon have hard coverings, right? They're so-called exoskeletons. So I don't understand, Bones. Not at all, actually. So, did you think you would understand something about bones if you came here? Sure thing, make yourself at home. If you'd like, I can have my husband explain them to you. Well, for starters, what do bones mean to you? When I was little, my dad worked in a mine, and he would always bring home bones he dug up. I was just a child, but I was brought under the spell of bones. What did the bones look like when they were part of a living being? Why are they shaped the way they are? Things like that captivated me. Oh, I kind of understand. I'm also fascinated by the functional, efficient designs of bug-type Pokemon, such as the shape of their legs. Legs! Hey there! What's everyone all gathered up for? Oh, it's Clay. I should have done my Clay voice, darn it. What brings you here? Found a fossil in Twist Mountain. I came here to have Lenora look at it and see if you wanted to keep it here or something. Clay, what do bones mean to you? Well now, no matter who you are or when you die, bones are all that'll be left of you. When you think about it, it's amazing. Even if you die, you can make money. Oh, some fossils are worth a lot, you know. I can't tell if you're kidding, but of course you would think that way. Burgh is trying hard to think about what bones mean to him. Don't be so flippant. So what kind of fossil have you got there? Let me see. Here you go. What do you think? It's gotta be worth a mint as a specimen or a collectible. Which is it? Well, I mean this in a good way, but it's an ordinary fossil. If it isn't worth much as a specimen, you can't sell it for much, but I'm curious about the soil attached to the fossil. What do you mean? It's very subtle, but it's a bit different from the soil I usually see from Twist Mountain. That's so. Guess my Twist Mountain still has unlimited potential. Alright, I'll keep digging on my clay tunnel. Here, Burgh. That plain old fossil's yours. Have a look at it and think about what bones mean to you. Thank you, Lenora. I guess it's okay that I have my own perspective on what bones mean to me, right? Why not? You, me, Clay, we all have a different way of thinking about what bones mean to us. It would be kind of creepy if we all felt the exact same way, right? Anyway, I feel sorry for this fossil. It's just resting, minding its own business, and everyone is saying this and that about it. Poor fossil. I know. I'll thank this fossil by using it as a motif for one of my works. See you, Lenora. Oh my goodness, it was so hard to keep a straight face with them talking about bones so much. You seem alright, but it's natural for people to have different opinions. Don't fight over it. Enjoy it. Consider why they might think like that. Yep. So, that scene is only available if you did a memory link with your original white or black version. I heard that the director, Lenora, is too busy with her research on fossils and Pokemon bones, so she took a break from being a gym leader. For them bones. Alright, what do we got back here? It's Clyde. Oh, hello. Sorry, I don't have any fresh water. This isn't a Pokemon gym anymore. It's a library now. So what are you gonna do, just creep there or something? This library used to be a Pokemon gym. And then it took a bone to the arrow? Bone to the knee? I don't know. This is a bookshelf for picture books. Lily-Livered Lillipup's Quest, Volume 2. This sounds like an awesome book. Okay. This is a story of a cowardly Lillipup and a short-tempered Zorua. A violent Zorua blocks the path of Lillipup, who is headed to a cave to get medicine. After this, that, and the other thing, the two of them become friends and decide to travel together. Well, that was an anticlimactic story. This is the bookshelf for picture books. Oh, Volume 4. This is the story about three pals, Lillipup, Zorua, and Yamask. After fleeing from a colony of Woobat and working together to defeat a Krokorok that was being a bully, they find the medicinal herb Lillipup needs. The three of them make a pinky promise to play it together again, and each returns home, although they want to play more. Lillipup gives the medicinal herb to its grandmother, and she feels better. Yay! From then on, the three Pokemon became the best of friends forever, and everyone lived happily ever after. Wow, that is a great story. I'm reading this out of order, though. Okay, what's in Volume 1? This is the story about a kind but cowardly Lillipup. In order to save its sick grandmother, it goes in search of medicine in a cave where a scary ghost lives. This volume tells the story of how the crybaby Lillipup summons the courage to set off on its journey. And what's in Volume 3? This is the story of a cowardly Lillipup, a short-tempered Zorua, and a lonely Yamask. When Lillipup and Zorua enter the cave, they hear a creepy cry. Sticking close to each other, deep into the cave they go. They find a Yamask loudly crying. It wanted very much to make friends, but everyone was scared of it, and nobody would be its friend. After this, that, and the other, they figure this out, and the three new friends continue into the cave. Cool. I'll read you from my favorite book, The Mythology of the Sinnoh Region. Long ago, when Sinnoh had just been formed, Pokemon and humans led separate lives. That is not to say they did not help one another. Indeed, they did. They supplied one another with necessary items, and they supported one another. One Pokemon said to the others that they should always be ready to help humans. It proposed that Pokemon be ready to appear before humans whenever needed. Thus, to this day, Pokemon appear to humans if they venture into the tall grass. Wow, that's just amazing. General Studies, 5 bridges. Alright, whatever. Wow, 200 pages. That guy has no life. Unova Gourmet. Oh, Castelia Cone. I'm so hungry for a Castelia Cone right now. The Joy of Rides. Joy Rides? Alright, cool. Changing Unova. Alright, how much has it changed? Oh, that was a boring story. What do we got here? Pokemon! Bones! Bones! Fossils and us! Do you want to read this book? This book collects research on Pokemon bones and fossils. Not only can we learn about ancient Pokemon's bodies from bones and fossils, we can learn about how people of ancient times interact with Pokemon. To ancient people, Pokemon were a sacred presence. They were revered to a much greater extent than happens today. Alright. Wait a second. Oh, alright. For a moment I thought that was T-H-E-N, then instead of than. I should have known better. Pokemon and work. This book introduces the various Pokemon that help out in the world of work. For a potter to fire plates and pots in a kiln, this temperature must reach 600 degrees Fahrenheit. This is where Pansear can help. It increases the temperature in its prize tuft and fires the pottery. You're fired! Alright, down here, I'm sorry. I wasted all your time on books, but you know what? You gotta done get smart. I'm gonna done learn you the bones Lenora is using for research are on display. Alright. Hey, Lenora, what's up? Some problems you can't solve even if you think about them your whole life. Some problems have different answers depending on the person. Still, the reason I can't keep my curiosity down is this. I want to figure out the truth, but I also have a desire for adventure. It's adventure time. Alright, what is that on the floor? That's weird. Yeah, so she doesn't really do anything all that exciting. But she does at least give you some fossils, which you can go ahead and revive now. I'll show you how to do that. Finally, right? I know, you're probably thinking, man, this guy, he goes on forever. I'm researching Pokemon fossils here. You have a fossil, don't you? Shall I turn it back into a Pokemon? Yes, you shall. So, the Pokemon fossils you get, for instance, you'll get one from Lenora right off the bat. I'll turn that Plume Fossil back into a Pokemon for you. This will just take a second, don't worry. Cool, this is Arcan. Please take good care of it. Alright, cool, I got me an Arcan. No, I don't want to nickname it. It's fine. Whoa, I didn't press A? I don't think I did. Yep, take a look. Ah! Ooh, Adamant. That's a pretty good nature for it, actually. Wow, level 25 and 70 attack. That thing's so strong. It has just monstrously high attack and speed, and even special attack. So, you can get other fossils if you go to, where is it? Twist Mountain. The basement of Twist Mountain. There's a guy, and you can talk to him every day, and he'll give you a random fossil. You can take those fossils right here and get them revived. No, I don't want to nickname it. The only thing is, oh wow, it's female. I think that's rather rare. It's sassy, though. Alright, yeah, so you can get a fossil every day, and you can bring it to Nacrene City and get it revived. Turn it into something cool. The only thing is, you can't get either the plume or the cover fossil each day from that guy who gives you the fossils. Yeah, it's sad, but you know how it is. Anyway, let me just really quick here put those two flying fiends into my PC. Alright, go away. There we go. I want my real Pokemon back. Come back to me, Magneto and Vesuvian. Oops, darn it. Yay! Alright, cool. Okay, well that was a fun episode. Yeah, it was just a blast, huh? Anyway, next time we're gonna head on over to... Where is this? We're going over to... Oh, actually, it's Route 3. Yep, we're gonna check that out on the next episode of Marriland's Pokemon White 2 Bones Adventure. I'll see you next time, Bones. I mean trainers. See ya.